is Dr. Esther Trufan, and in this video, I am going to demonstrate how to make a battery using some unconventional materials. For the experiment, we're going to use a potato. And to turn a regular potato into a battery, we're going to need some zinc-coated nails or galvanized nails. We're going to need 3 pennies. And on the equipment side, here we have some options. We will need to have alligator clips, and today I am going to use 4 of them. I'm going to use a plate so that my potato can be contained in one location. Then, to detect the amount of voltage that is generated, I can use a voltmeter. Or, if I am not particularly interested in the amount of voltage generated, but rather just, is it enough for any productive purpose, I can use a buzzer or a collection of small LED lights. I may need to use more than 1 piece of potato, and I could use multiple potatoes, or I could just cut my large potato into much smaller pieces. So today I will also need a knife. And here I have a fairly large one. So to get started, we're going to begin with the most basic approach. Here is our battery. On one end, we're going to place a nail. And on the other end, we're going to create a small indentation, just enough to make it a little bit easier for us to take a penny and force it into position. The penny should be almost completely inside the potato, with just a little bit of piece hanging out of it. It is important because this is where we are going to connect the alligator clips. So let's see. Is the voltage generated by the potato with 1 nail and 1 piece of copper enough to light up an LED light? For that, we're going to connect our red alligator clips to the copper. And we're going to connect our black alligator clips to the galvanized nail. And from here, we can choose any of these LEDs. We can separate the 2 feet a little bit. The smaller one will be connected to the black alligator clips, and the long leg will be connected to the red alligator clips. And then we're going to see if this lights up. It doesn't, which is okay because maybe there isn't enough voltage generated yet. So we disconnect the LED. And if you have a voltmeter, you can check how much voltage was actually generated. We're going to take the electrode of the voltmeter, connect it to the alligator clip. And then we're going to take the red end of the voltmeter and connect it to the red alligator clip. And now we can check the voltage that was generated by this battery, and it says 0.877 volts. It is very little. So how can we generate more voltage? Well, we just need to create more opportunities for connection. And for now, we disconnect our alligator clips from our voltmeter, set this aside, and we turn our 1 potato into 2 potatoes. In each piece of the potato, we will need to have 1 nail and 1 penny. And in order for these 2 potatoes to communicate and these 2 batteries to provide more voltage than what 1 potato could generate, we need to link them. We take a 3rd alligator clip, we connect it on one side to the penny in the first potato, and on the other side, we connect it to the nail on the other potato. Before we try the LED light, we can check with the voltmeter to see how much voltage we generated this way. Just like before, we connect the black end to the black alligator clip and the red end to the red alligator clip. And we find that the voltage that is generated by the 2 pieces of potato is now 1.800 volts. So we more than doubled the voltage of 1 potato. Let's disconnect it and see if this voltage is now enough to light up an LED. Just like before, we take an LED light, we separate its legs. We take the red alligator clip and attach it to the longer leg. And then we take the black alligator clip and attach it to the shorter leg. It doesn't light up. That's all right. We know there is voltage. Now we know there isn't enough to light up the LED. So let's turn our 2 potatoes into 3. We cut one of the pieces of potato into 2. And with this, we need to take our 3rd nail, sink it in the piece of potato that only has the penny, create a score in the potato that has the nail but not the penny, and slide in our 3rd penny. We're going to take another alligator clip and connect the 2. And now we have 3 nails, 3 pennies, and 3 pieces of potato generating voltage. How much? We can determine it using the voltmeter. So just like before, we connect the black end to the black alligator clips and the red end to the red alligator clips. And we record the voltage across this battery, which is 2.680 volts, which is 3 times as much as we had with the 1 piece of potato. Now let's see if this is enough to light up our LED. Once again, we take our LED and we start with the red one. We connect the longer leg of this LED to the red alligator clip and the shorter leg to the black alligator clip. And it doesn't light up. Let's try to see if it's a faulty LED or if we are still not generating enough voltage. So let's try it back again with the yellow LED. The long leg gets connected to the red alligator clip, and the short leg gets connected to the black alligator clip. And this LED lights up. So it's very likely that either we have a faulty red LED or the yellow LED requires less voltage to turn on. It's more likely that we have a faulty red LED. But we can try the other ones as well. Here is the green one. And this light turns on as well. There's a blue one. This should require a little bit more voltage than the green. The long leg gets connected to the red alligator clips and the shorter one to the black. And once again, we have light. We can do the same thing with the white LED and it will work exactly the same. Now, if you prefer another method of demonstrating that there is voltage flowing across your battery, then you can always connect it to a buzzer. And if you have a sufficiently high voltage generated by your battery, then this buzzer should make a very obvious sound. If not, you can always continue with your collection, add more pennies, add more nails, generate more voltage, and eventually the buzzer will sound as well. So let's see if this was enough. The red side will be connected to the red alligator clips. The black side will be connected to the black alligator clips. And if there is very little voltage, then there may be a staticky sound. If there is sufficiently enough voltage, it will be almost an alarm sound. And so far, there is no sound. So we don't have enough voltage across this battery. We should keep going. And at that point, it will be up to you how you plan on continuing. You can continue chopping up your potato into increasingly smaller pieces, and each piece will have its own nail and penny collection. Or you can attach other fruits and vegetables to your platter, but in each case, you will need to add the nail and the penny to each one to make sure that you are connecting your circuit and you're increasing the voltage across that. Another way that you can make this experiment more inquiry-driven is to cook your potato at various degrees of doneness, and then you can compare side by side if it's the raw potato, the cooked potato, the boiled potato, or the French fries that conduct electricity better across your nail and penny assemblies.